Today we're going to take a look at one of my favorite multi-tools. We're going to look at a Swiss Army knife, the Fieldmaster edition. If you're considering a multi-tool, you're looking at Leatherman, you're looking at Gerber, you might not be thinking about a Swiss Army knife, but you probably should. There's a lot of value in a Swiss Army knife, probably the most bang for your buck as far as multi-tools go. I recommend them as an everyday carry to anyone who's thinking about carrying around a small tool. Today we're going to take a look at the Fieldmaster model, the pluses, the minuses, and all the features. Make sure to watch to the end so you can decide if it's for you. Okay, let's get going. You may not know this about Swiss Army knives, but they're well over 100 years old. In the late 1800s, the Swiss Army had a problem. They had a new rifle they wanted to issue to soldiers. It required a tool in order to break it down. At the time, folding knives were not new, but the Army decided that having some kind of folding knife with a screwdriver and a couple of other features in it might be helpful for their soldiers. A can opener to open rations, or since they worked with horses, an awl would be helpful in order to manipulate leather. And thus, the Swiss Army knife was born. Over a century later, they've changed a little bit, but a lot of the tools are still reminiscent of the tools that were on Swiss Army knives decades ago. For that reason, I think people tend to overlook them. They think they're quaint or old, but actually they still have a lot of use and purpose. I just picked up a Fieldmaster. It's got 15 tools on it, and all of them have a lot of use. Maybe not the toothpick. But at least 14 of the 15 have a lot of use. We're going to go over those uses today. So the Swiss Army Fieldmaster is 3.58 inches or 91 millimeters long, and it weighs 3.5 ounces. There are 15 tools included with it. There is a large blade, a small blade, a Phillips screwdriver, a can opener that also has a small screwdriver built into the tip, a bottle opener that has a large screwdriver and a wire stripper built into it, a reamer, a key ring, tweezers, a toothpick, scissors, a multi-purpose hook, sometimes called the parcel carrier, and a wood saw. This particular iteration of the Fieldmaster also has a hole for a pin. I've taken the pin out of my Swiss card and I put it into this knife. I find the pin infinitely useful. More on that later. So this is a slip joint pocket knife, which means the blades don't lock. That means you want to put pressure on the sharp side of the blade only. You do not want to put pressure on the tip of the blade or the back of the blade because the blade could close on your hand. This is typical to any slip joint pocket knife. The Fieldmaster comes with two standard sized blades that are on a lot of Swiss Army knives. The large blade is 2.38 inches long and 0.488 inches wide at its widest point. Like all the tools on the knife, it's made of stainless steel. It sharpens pretty easily. It's a little bit softer, a little bit thinner than blades you would find on other multi-tools, but it's still really useful and really hardy. If you remember my Swiss card review and the blade on that, I thought that was pretty sharp, but it was also very bendy. This blade is super strong and it cuts through number 8 sash, which is a 1/4 inch thick, like nothing. Very similar to the small blade on the other side of the knife, which is 1.5 inches long and 0.37 inches at its widest point. Both the long and the short blades come right out of the package pretty sharp. You're not going to have to sharpen these for a while, and they're really reliable. I love the scissors on almost any Victorinox product. We went over the scissors on the Swiss card last time. They're pretty good, but the scissors on this Swiss Army knife are much, much better. They're bigger, they're stronger, they're much more capable of cutting. Here you can see them cutting through number 8 sash cord. Again, it's a 1/4 inch thick, and it cuts through it without any issue at all. A couple of slices and it's done. The scissors are really great, and having good scissors with you on your person when there's an emergency is really important. It's going to be much safer to cut something with scissors than with a blade, so if you've got good scissors on your multi-tool, you're likely to use them, and that's way, way safer. This model of knife exchanges the corkscrew for a Phillips screwdriver. I find that infinitely more useful. I did the same test with this Phillips head screwdriver that I did with a Swiss card. I tried driving an 1.5" drywall screw into a 2x4. First time I did it with a pilot hole, and of course in real life there aren't always pilot holes, so then I decided to give it a go with no pilot hole. That was something the Phillips head screwdriver on the Swiss card could not handle. This Phillips head screwdriver could handle that. I drove the whole screw into the 2x4, no pilot hole. That's pretty impressive, I think. So there's a bottle opener, which has a large flathead screwdriver, which I also call the pry tool, and there's a little wire stripper built into it as well. The wire stripper is kind of questionable in terms of its use, but the pry tool is really, really useful. If you're a camera person and you have to assemble a tripod plate, you know most of those plates have really, really big flathead screws. A lot of the time you see camera people trying to put them together with a quarter they pulled out of their pocket. It's way better to pull out the pry tool on your Swiss Army knife and put the tripod plate together that way. Of course, there's also a bottle opener. Fewer and fewer non-screw top bottle caps out there these days, but you still can run into a situation where you have to open up a traditional bottle cap and you can't. In those instances, the Fieldmaster can help you. There's the multi-purpose hook, which is also called the parcel carrier. I can see how back in the day, when we used to wrap packages in string, it would be useful to have a multi-purpose hook like this that comes out of the middle of the tool because it creates a perfect handle to carry the weight of the package. Unfortunately, these days, when you're ordering something from Amazon, they don't wrap it in string. So you might find some difficulty using this as a package carrier, but you will find yourself using it to carry cans of paint, and you will find yourself using it to carry 5-gallon pails filled with, I don't know, whatever, drywall, mud, whatever you got. Once the plastic handle on those things breaks off, they dig into your fingers pretty good. I find the hook grabs it pretty well, and it does save your fingers. There's a wood saw on this particular tool, and that was one of the things that really drew me to it. When you need a saw, you need a saw. If you're trying to make some firewood happen, it's a pretty useful tool. But also, I contacted Victorinox and asked them about the lubrication on the blades. The slip joints for all the tools use mineral oil, and they feel like it's food safe. So yeah, you can use your knives to cut off a piece of apple, but you can also use the saw to grate cheese. Pull out a piece of Parmesan, whip out your saw. Suddenly you're the most popular guy on the campsite. And I got to thinking, could the saw on the Swiss Army knife cut through a 2x4? Well, I tried, and it did. Was it fun? No. Was it quick? No. Was it elegant? Absolutely not. But it did do it, and I thought that might give you some indication as to how useful the saw can be. So there is a can opener, and it does work. It works quite well. More and more these days, cans come with peel tops. We don't often need a can opener, but when you do, you really need a can opener. But a more useful application I find for the can opener is just using it to open boxes. There is a modification that some people do where they sharpen the back end of the can opener to make it cut through the package a little bit more easily. But I find it works better than a key, and I used to use keys all the time to open packages. Also, the little flathead screwdriver on the tip fits very small flathead screws, but it also fits small Phillips head screws. So it has a couple of uses there too. There's an awl with a reamer. So you're probably not like the original users of the Swiss Army knife, the Swiss soldiers, who, because they worked with horses all the time, had a lot of leather that they had to work with. You probably don't do that. But you probably have a leather belt, and and let's say that you're doing really well going to the gym and eating right, and suddenly you find yourself dropping a pant size. You're gonna have to tighten your belt. Enter the reamer. The reamer is an awl. There is a hole in the awl if you need to sew some leather together or any kind of hardy material, canvas, whatever you got. It functions as a kind of needle to do that with. And if you got something to cut, it's also pretty good to scribe a line with. There are the classic and famous Victorinox tweezers on this knife. I find them to be a little bit fat, but if you use the corner, you could definitely get out a sliver. I like them for feeding thread through a sewing machine too. A little too fat, but that's okay. It comes with a key ring built into it, and this particular knife is just small enough that you might put it on your keys. I don't do that because I find I just like to have a light set of keys. But there is a key ring there if you needed to use it. And finally, there's the toothpick. Yeah, I guess this is a throwback to days when people actually used toothpicks all the time. You used to go into a restaurant, there would just be toothpicks sitting there on the table. You'd finish up, they'd have a little minty flavor. You'd peel them open, you'd put them in your mouth, and you'd pick your teeth. We don't do that anymore. People just don't do that. So having a toothpick on your knife might be a little dubious, but a lot of people these days are just exchanging it out. You can pull out the toothpick and replace it with a whole host of other things. A product called Firefly, which is a little fire starting product, which is exactly the same size and shape as the toothpick. So you can just order one of those, pull out your toothpick, stick in the Firefly, and then if you had to start a fire, it's right there for you. So those are all the features that they list for the Fieldmaster. This particular model did come with a secret feature, a little pinhole down by the Phillips screwdriver. If you have the Huntsman version of this knife, it would be down by the corkscrew. Basically, it's a tiny little hole that's built into the scale on one side of the knife, the plastic body part on one side of the knife, and it's designed to hold a straight pin. So we talked about the merits and benefits of the straight pin when I reviewed the Swiss card last week. I just pulled the straight pin from that card and slot it right into this knife. Pins are really, really useful. You might not realize it at first, but if you've got a clogged nozzle on anything, they're really good for opening that up, particularly the nozzle on the end of your windshield wipers. Straight pin to the rescue. And this is one of those tools that actually is the thing that you should use. There is no other tool that if you could just go back to your workshop and grab, it would be better than using the multi-tool. A pin is a pin. So I really like having one on my knife. You might like it too. Oh yeah, and the classic red model, if you drop it on the ground, way easier to find than one that's black or camo. So there you have it, the Fieldmaster Swiss Army knife by Victorinox. I hope that was a detailed explanation for you. If you have any questions about it, please feel free to leave them in the comments. And if there's any way you could like or subscribe, I'd really appreciate that. The thumbs up button and the subscribe button are just down below. And if you own a Fieldmaster, have any comments about it, if you own a different multi-tool and would like to see that multi-tool reviewed on this channel, please leave a comment in the comment section below. I really want to hear from you. So until next week, stay safe, have fun with your DIY projects, and I'll see you next Saturday.